We're gonna make some lobster mac and cheese. We're gonna use the cast iron skillet to get it nice and hot and crispy on the edges. Hit show more in the description. I'll have the exact measurements and ingredients you'll need to make this dish. Grate your own cheese. Buy a hunk of cheese and grate it yourself. Use the box grater. When you buy that bagged cheese from the grocery store, there is a starch around it that will make your mac and cheese clump up, and you don't want that. You want a nice velvety smooth, like your boy's voice, mac and cheese, right? Guys, I got a big sharp heavy knife right here. Just gonna cut it in half, okay? Then we're gonna pull out this meat. Get your finger underneath there. And just pull it out. Gonna get nice little bite-sized pieces chopped up. We're gonna give these a quick saute, but we're not gonna cook them all the way through because these are gonna cook with the mac and cheese in the oven, right? So we don't want to cook them all the way through, but we do want to start imparting some flavor for them. And what this is going to do, once we get this in that saute mix, it's going to be part of the roux that we build the cheese sauce off of. So it's going to have plenty of lobster flavor in that cheese sauce too. Now it's time to get over on the stove and we're going to start building our cheese sauce. All right, so we got our butter in there. I'm going to add about a tablespoon or so of the bacon grease, bacon fat. Just add a little smoky flavor to it. Let that melt together. Okay, time to get our shallots and our garlic in. We'll go ahead and get these mixed around. Just gonna give these a light saute. Lobster going in. We're only gonna saute it for about a minute or so. We do not wanna cook this all the way through, okay? We're just imparting flavor. While this is cooking right now, we're gonna add a little bit of our Cajun seasoning. Okay, our lobster's had about a minute or so to cook in there. We're gonna pull it out, just put it in a bowl, put it off to the side for a hot second. Let's turn this down a little bit. Now we're gonna build our little roux. We have about 4 tablespoons of fat. So we're gonna go ahead and add about the same of flour. I'm gonna whisk as I go here. Start letting this flour absorb the fat in there, the grease. Add a little bit more flour. Add a little at a time, okay? You can add, but you can't take away. So you don't wanna put too much flour in there. Looks about good. Now let's cook this down a little bit. Let's get that raw flour flavor cooked off. Okay, now it's time to add our milk. We're gonna go a little at a time. Now I'm using whole milk. If you want to use half and half or cream, knock yourself out. Just stir until you get everything combined. We're gonna let this reduce a little bit and then we'll start adding the cheese to it. While this is starting to thicken up, I'm gonna add a little bit of hot sauce in there just to add a little extra flavor. That mixed in there. Okay, time to add the cheese in there. I'm gonna start off with our smoked gouda. Big helping of it. I love the smoked gouda. Start whisking it around. This is kind of my featured cheese for this recipe. I just love the flavor and it goes so well with seafood and mac and cheese. So we're just gonna get that stirred around pretty good. And it melts so well. Look at that, it's coming together. Look how fast that melts down. Good stuff. Now I'm not gonna add this whole thing of mozz. This is another creamy cheese, so we're gonna put a good handful in there. That mixed in. Look at that. Luscious, velvety smooth. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Looks good. All right, last cheese. We're gonna add a little of that Colby Jack, another good handful or so of it. Save the rest because we're gonna top the mac and cheese with some more cheese. Okay, get that mixed in. How thick and rich the sauce is. Look at that, cheese for days. Look at that. Nice. Okay, time to add the shells in. I'm just gonna mix these shells in. I like the shells when I do mac and cheese. I know people like elbow macaroni, but these shells grab a lot of that cheese sauce. Let's add our lobster back in. That mixed in. It's ready to get in the cast iron pan now. All right, the mac and cheese is done. Right now, I got my oven preheated at 350 with the cast iron skillet sitting in there. Cast iron pan, hot. Watch yourself, okay? Now, pro tip, get a sheet tray underneath it so when the inevitable bubble over spill happens, it'll be good to go. Start pouring it in. Woo! That's that good stuff right there. Make sure you get every last drop. That bubble and sizzle on the side right there, that's what's gonna get you that crispy, crunchy edges. Love it. Now we're gonna add the rest of our Colby Jack on there. Since I got some already grated up, I'm gonna add a little bit of mozz on the top too. What the heck, right? Good stuff. Back in the oven, 30 minutes. All right, guys, our hard work is paid off. Got our nice lobster mac and cheese ready to go. The smell in this kitchen is just outstanding. I can't even describe it. It's like the best steakhouse mac and cheese you've ever had, okay? Let's go ahead and get a little bit into the bowl, all right, so I can try this. All right, let's give it a go. That is money in the bank. Tell them CJ said so. Take it. So good. All right, so good. I love it. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. Comment down below how much you love this dish. But that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.